about a team right here. Jonathan Kuminga is huge for whatever success the Golden State Warriors hope to have. With that being said, Andrew Wiggins has missed, I believe, 23 games at this point. He is allegedly, according to Steve Kerr, working out and is in basketball shape and should be ready when he does return. They're still expecting him. Jonathan Kuminga had a strong performance. Jordan Poole had a strong performance. We've talked about it. I mean, surprisingly, Kuminga started last night. We saw Kevon Looney come off the bench, but we expect the starting lineup to be Kevon Looney, Draymond Green, Andrew Wiggins, Klay Thompson, and Stephen Curry, with Jordan Poole, Jonathan Kuminga, Dante DiVincenzo, JaMychal Green, Anthony Lamb making up, and Gary Payton II making up an 11-man rotation. And I'm not a Warriors fan, and I was just with Pee Wee Plug. We did a interview, and he said he doesn't believe in the Warriors like he did last year, and he's written them off. Are you writing off the Warriors?
No. People make this mistake all the damn time. I think I love Dante DiVincenzo. I think he's more. I mean, he only played 22 minutes last night to make sure he started the game. Dude, Kevon Looney, I think he had 6 offensive rebounds. Kevon Looney and Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, like, they won the basketball game for them. With Draymond Green, obviously in there. More Draymond than Klay. Klay made some shots, but Kevon Looney needs to start, but I've said that so many times. Andrew Wiggins, when he comes back, I don't think it's a matter of if. When Andrew Wiggins comes back, it's the same thing with like Klay or Steph going down last season. Like, they have experience playing together. Andrew Wiggins is such a good two-way star, such an under-recognized how big his impact is. I mean, we saw it in the Dallas series. We saw it in the finals against the Celtics last year. Like, you could argue, those series could have been completely different. Their outcome could have been completely different without Andrew Wiggins. So, I view him as extremely important to this team, but I think, the comeback win from Pelicans was huge. People hate on Draymond Green. I saw some big YouTuber talk about Draymond yesterday, how his time's coming and someone's going to smack him. I would love to see that, because Draymond Green is one of the best players in today's era. He's done so much. They win 0 championships without him. I mean, maybe they find a replacement for him, but
how bad is the road playoffs, though? Sorry to cut you off right there. How bad is the road? Because did you see what I flashed from Jalen Johnson? We'll see in the playoffs, but they need to win games on the road come playoff time. That is shout out Jalen Johnson, my guy.
Well, they just won their first back-to-back, or they just won their first consecutive road playoff, like in 2 straight games, in the first time in like I think 2 months it was. If we were talking about a team like Sacramento, yes, if Sacramento had 9-29 road, I'd be worried. I'm not worried about a team with Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Andrew Wiggins about their road playoff. I mean, maybe if they had 1 ring as opposed to 4, I'd be a little more hesitant, but I don't understand the writing off of Golden State. If they're in the play-in tournament, things can get a little bit dicey. I don't want to play Memphis in the first round of the playoffs, regardless if it's Golden State, because Memphis is really a really good basketball team. But they should be able to take down Minnesota and secure 6. And I'm sorry to Sacramento, but if it's Sacramento, Golden State, I'm going Golden State. So they won't have home court advantage. I understand people love to say, I can't think of a single player on the Golden State Warriors roster outside of maybe like Anthony Lamb who's going to have an issue playing in a road playoff game. The argument for these players, and I know Shaq's a big guy who believes in this as well. If you're Steph Curry, obviously you want to be at home. You shouldn't be in a Game 7 situation. If you're in a Game 7 situation, that's your own issue. You've had 3 games to figure that out. So you don't even want to be in that. I don't view Golden State as being in a position until maybe like the Western Conference Finals. The West is so open, though. I'm not worried about going to Denver for a Game 7, because if you're going to a Game 7, you had plenty of opportunities to win the series before then. You shouldn't have been in that spot, but I'm not worried about Klay, Steph, Dre, Wiggins on the road in a playoff.
If they go in and they play someone like the Kings and they win, do you have belief that this team will...
They'll win the NBA Finals.
Do you think who they play in the first round and beat will dictate what they could maybe do?
I don't. I think Memphis is on ideal, but I still believe they'll get the 6th seed. And then who would you play? Probably Memphis then. Memphis is a really good basketball team. I just think that this could be the last year of the Warriors. It's just.
With that being said,
the Warriors will still win the NBA Finals.
That's a great pivot. Boom. What do you think of this?
Oh, I saw your tweet. Well, yeah, you gotta think about the income tax. I think